when I was a boy, we used to have respect, we did. Yeah, respect for our village Bobby, who happened to be on an old push bike. Yeah, that he was. Old PC Jenkins was his name. Well, he's gone now, that he is. But I can remember him like it was yesterday. Salt of the earth type, that he was. Well, old PC Jenkins, if he caught us, up to no good, and we probably was, he'd grab hold of us by our ears, he would, and drag us back to our parents. Tell them what we'd been up to. And we'd be reprimanded by our parents. The embarrassment in many cases was enough. Or a clip round the ear. But don't get me wrong, I'm not condoning any kind of physical violence towards our children. That's not necessary. No. But a little bit of respect wouldn't go amiss. Unfortunately, many children today, they don't respect themselves, let alone others. Look at that Mizzy geezer. Going around with his mobile device. Filming himself after he just broke into somebody else's home. That he did. There's to say, that is, well, immoral. That is. You don't do things like that. You put the fear of God into people and they don't deserve it. No. And now we've got this latest craze. Was it down Regent Street or somewhere in London? Where they meet us at something. And all of a sudden you get like a swarm of little kids. Well, actually, teenagers. And adults, actually, as well. Yeah, anyway, all heading down there, causing mayhem. And the police can't cope with it. And then you get racketters, you see, because the police are overstretched. Well, it don't help when the Tories 13 years ago decided to cut 22,000 police officers. They said, we're going to retrain, we're going to bring them all back now. So he said, yeah. There wasn't, and there isn't, enough police. We should have had more. We should have added 22,000, not remove them. Maybe they wouldn't have been so stressed. Maybe they wouldn't have be quite so arrogant. So power hungry. Not all of them. No, there's some good ones out there, obviously. Stop and search, whatever, hasn't helped either. No. All that's done is cause more divide, more animosity, because it's disproportionate. Well, one police officer, ex-police officer, he phoned up, he did, LBC's radio. It was Andrew Castle. And his name was Norman Brennan. And he pretty much sums up a lot what's going on in Britain today. But he was telling Andrew Castle the police were absolutely crippled 13 years ago by the Tories. Because, the loss of 22,000 police officers. So I put a shirt with you. Yeah, I'm kind like that. I'm generous, geezer, You know how it goes. So this is Andrew Castle. I'm not a fan of him. I think he's a bit of a numpty myself. Although apparently he's housing some refugees. So, Ukrainian refugees. But he keeps going on about stop the boats as well. So, we need some legal routes. If we don't want these, these rubber inflatable things capsizing and killing people, we need some legal routes into the country. That's the only way we're going to stop these deaths. It's the only way we're going to stop their so-called illegal migration. It's not illegal migration, it's rubbish. But anyway, you know what I mean. Anyway, have a listen to this.
That sums up, sadly, a lot of Britain now. It's anger, hatred, belligerence, division and revenge. We've got a belligerence now with some of our youth that I've never seen. We've never had a perfect world. We've never had a perfect police service or a criminal justice system, but I've never seen it this bad. We've got shoplifters now that can walk in and out of shops stealing what they want. Nobody will stop them. We've got knife crime that's out of control on the streets of London, many other areas of Britain. And we don't have a police service, I'm afraid, that was as robust as it once was. But they're failed by the criminal justice system that just releases the same offenders day in and day out.
They let themselves down as well too much of the time.
Well, they do. The thing is, when I was a young PC, a sergeant said to me, PC Brennan, society get the police service that they deserve. And I didn't quite get the gist of what he meant then. I was only a young probationer. But over the last 35 years, I sort of get it. If you don't support your police service, if you don't report crime, if you don't attend court, and you don't work together within your communities of supporting and looking after each other, you have a breakdown of society, and the police can only do so much. I agree. The police, just like any other organisation, have let people down. And when you let people down, you try and put things right. But the police were absolutely crippled 13 years ago when they lost 22,000 officers, tens of thousands of backroom staff. And when people say to me, when did it go wrong? That's when it went truly wrong.
Well, there you go. I don't think you can say fairer than that. But what does this government do? They're more hell-bent on blaming migrants. Taking our jobs and our women. Oh, there. The fact of the matter is we just don't have the police to deal with any kind of crime, whether it be from so-called migration, illegal migration. Yeah, well, so-called, illegal migration, or from us natives. Crime is crime, you know. But it suits the Tories, doesn't it? To have some rhetoric. Look how we got here in the first place. Dissent. There's so much dissent. But it's been fuelled by the Tories in the first place. That it has. Blaming migration, blaming Pakistani grooming gangs, you see. According to Sue Ellen Braverman. And then you got Lee Anderson. Send them all back to France. All the criminals and that. No economic migrants, he says. All lies, you see. They're just people listening because that's what they want to hear. They're speaking to the already converted, the haters out there, the hard cretins out there. Nigel Farage waiting for them to come in their little boats. I wonder if he managed to see the dinghy yesterday capsize and kill children. Is he happy with that? Probably. I wouldn't be surprised because he's an evil piece of work. The only person he cares about is him. Him and his bank, it seems. And you tell me, is this situation being created by the Tories in the first place since they've been in power? Austerity, for instance. Police officers are being squeezed. The police service has been squeezed. The NHS has been squeezed. Civil servants, all public servants, all been squeezed. The teachers and that as well. All been squeezed. And then you, throw inflation into the mix and increasing interest rates on mortgages and everything gets squeezed. People are in turmoil. Nobody's happy. And that's under the Tories, that it is. Well, they're not going to be there for long, so we can, at least we can have some, how to put it, we can be happy with that, can't we? What a mess Labour is likely to inherit. Anyway, you tell me. Please leave it in the comments down below. It's no wonder we've got problems when, the Tory party has pretty much created them in the first place. That they have. But Brexiters. Blimey. Anyway, you tell me. Please leave it in the comments down below. And if you want to support the channel, you do a Patreon or buy us a coffee, and the links down below. We've also got memberships as well. And everything is down below in the description or just there. Anyway, please boot the old like button because it helps the channel, if nothing else. But also, subscribe and the little bell icon, because then you get one fuzzy thing in your pocket every time I upload another video. So, okay, ta-ta. And have a lovely day.